Let's see if I can read it. Natalie Moglevsk. Yeah. No, I stopped. National Transport University. Ah, c'est Ukrainian University. Donc ça a l'air pas mal ici, hein. Et puis bien sûr, on est toujours les traces de l'Union soviétique. Regardez ce magnifique immeuble. Voilà, donc ça vous donne un peu le contraste entre ça et puis ça. Good morning from Kyiv, Ukraine. It's a beautiful summer day and I'm not giving up. I need to find that expensive district that I have been told here in Kyiv. So I found something called the French Quarter. Apparently it even has a mini Eiffel Tower there, and apparently that district, that quarter, should be the most expensive quarter here in Kyiv. We'll see. We'll see the Louis Vuitton stores and the Coco Chanel. But now the landscape doesn't look really expensive. There's also the rich, I would say, of Ukraine and Kyiv. They wouldn't really live within the city. They would live the outskirts, like the close outskirts of the city, like 30 minutes max. And I've seen passing by the metro, their houses, they look really massive. For now, I need to walk for 25 minutes to get to my French quarter because I need a French vibes here in Kyiv. I don't have the obligation to lease a car for 300 bucks per month, to pay an insurance for 250 a month, to pay the fuel for 250. So you look at the whole picture, the car will cost you like thousands, almost 1,000. And no luxury. You might think, oh, leasing a car for 300, that's a luxury. No, that's the entry thing. I remember when I lived in Miami Beach in Florida, I leased a Ford Focus. Okay, it was a sports pack, but didn't make like a big difference with the normal Ford Focus, comparing the prices. And yeah, it still costed me $268 to be exact. And then I was paying $220 of insurance, then the fuel. Because yeah, people say, oh, in the US, the fuel in the US is cheap. That's true. But the distances are large, are huge. I remember to go from my gated community, because in the US, if you want to feel safe, you gotta live in gated communities, right? You can't just live with the locals. Look, I'm in Kyiv living with the locals. Like the 2 days ago, I went to buy a tea from the shop that is under the building where I live, and the tea costed me like 56 cents. That's how much the tea costed me. So I live in a very affordable area. When I spoke with the waiter, she said, yeah, here it's like normal living people, like, you know, like a teacher, waiters, whatever. Like, it's really not, I would say, yeah, like the middle class, but the lower end of the middle class who I'm living with. And I feel safe. I work out in the morning, I go out, of course I don't dress with my three-piece Prince of Wales suit, but I didn't come to Ukraine to dress like that, except for the special occasions. But in general, I just dress normally. But yeah, in general, I feel safe. I don't need to live in gated communities. Back to the topic of gated communities, is that in the US, to go from my gated community, which was in Davie, to, let's say, the closest cafe shop, I think it was almost 10-minute driving just to get a coffee. In Paris, it would take you 2 minutes. I mean, in the social countries, you know, these bad social countries, socialism sucks, right? Well, I don't think socialism sucks. Where are you? Expensive stores, expensive streets, with all this, you know. Now I'm thinking of the word expensive. I'm thinking of all the influences of Mykonos and Santorini. They left a trauma, especially, you know, like, again, I swear their nails colors are matching the necklace of their dogs. Speaking of perfection, talent school. Let's see if I can read it. Natalie Moglevsk. Yeah. No, I stopped. I wouldn't try even. I need to take my Russian classes more seriously. It's a bit chilly. Maybe I need to. No, it's not chilly. It's windy. It's not really cold. That's why I don't want to put my jacket. It doesn't feel really cold, but it's still windy, so I'm afraid to get sick. Now say positive. Here is another thing being constructed. Not sure what it is. I'll show you. Yeah, it's called Storms. Oh no, it's another thing. That's another thing being constructed. Some skyscrapers. Speaking of expensive places, I just arrived to this cafe here called Forest Cup, and to be honest, I love everything about it. It's so green, it's so beautiful with this like the stone, the red, you know, the red bricks in the facade. And let's check the prices. Says the lemonade 60 grivna. That's almost €2. Yeah, so we are in the expensive district. No, €2 is too expensive. So here we go, your espresso for less than €1 in this beautiful cafe. Let me show you. One espresso 30. If you convert that, it gives you 90 cents, 95 cents, something like that. Donc ça a l'air pas mal ici, hein. Et puis bien sûr, on est toujours les traces de l'Union soviétique. Regardez ce magnifique immeuble. Voilà, donc ça vous donne un peu le contraste entre ça et puis ça. I studied for 18 years in total, and I did one of the most complicated degrees in the planet. In fact, the best school of energy in France, and all of that, plus, you know, many years of experience, and here I am living in a studio of 25 square meters. Or if I want to have bigger, then I have to go into a room, I think. And the worst part, like I mean, I'm still young. I just turned 34, but I saw like guys who were in their 40s and they were like still living like in really like I don't know, can I say rabbit holes? I'm not authorized to be here, but I somehow managed to be inside the Ukrainian university. This guy may have done something, I don't know, maybe mathematics. This looks more like construction. These are like electronic Ukrainian university vibes. That's your Ukrainian university. This looks like tasty cake. Look at this. Yeah, so this is looks like the transport university. It's called the National Transport University. It's huge, like the university buildings are really big. National Transport University. So I just asked inside the lady if I can record with my camera. She said yes, so I'll go inside. Come with me. which was so quiet inside that actually I took 2 pictures and I was embarrassed I did so, because it was very, very quiet. And I want to share with you something. So I noticed that the let's say the vehicles that belong to the public service, let's say police car, the ambulance, the firefighters, I noticed that they, for whatever reason, I don't know the history behind it, but they look new, and they looks like they spent some money on that kind of infrastructure. So this behind me is a fire station. So as you could see, there is like the trucks that look. Let me try to zoom in. Yeah, the trucks look quite new. Even like the doors, they are kind of painted, etc. And I noticed some kids inside. I think like some school brought kids here for teaching or whatever. Yeah, here it is. This is a Ford Ranger. By far one of my favorite and best streets I have found in Kyiv. It's insane, the energy here. Like tons of young people. Cafes and restaurants are everywhere. They're all like creative. Just went from a cafe. Beautiful carrot cake and the financier with pistachio. A cafe, so for the friend I was meeting, and a teapot. $7 for all of that. So this area, I think they call it Podil, which is it's still on the west bank of Kyiv, the north side of it. And yeah, the nature is just amazing. Look at the trees there, which you could see. And even here, like there is this beautiful park. Yeah, there is this wheel here, and the metro station is just nearby. So yeah, there is I would say vibrant, positive, dynamic energy here. So I guess this is gonna be my headquarters. In this beautiful summer day, I tell you thank you for watching the video, and I tell you, до свидания.